You know what most guys secretly wish for? It's actually pretty simple. We want women to treat us like kings. But here's the deal. A lot of dudes out there feel like they're not getting the royal treatment they deserve from the ladies. This video right here is about to give you a whole new outlook on life. So listen up when you're dealing with a woman. Whether you're sharing a home, tied the knot, or just having a friendly chat, the trick to getting them to treat you like gold. You are strong or weak, number one. You are strong or weak when a woman might start acting a bit strange around you. You know, some people might call it crazy, but hold on, there's more to it. Imagine the lady you're dealing with suddenly turns icy or starts treating you not so nicely. Naturally, your first reaction might be like, wait, what just happened? It's confusing when she's acting all mean out of the blue. But guess what? There's a hidden reason behind her. Not so nice behavior, and it's not as random as it seems. When they're acting all weird and unpleasant, there's actually a hidden plan at play. They're kind of like secret testers, but not the science experiment type. It's like a subconscious test of your inner strength. It's not about lifting weights, though. Now, don't think for a second that women wake up and think, hey, today I'll be mean to that guy who likes me just because. Nope, that's not it. These tests are sneaky, happening under the radar of their awareness. Women do this testing thing to find out if you're a strong, stand-your-ground kind of guy, or if you're more on the weaker side. Here's the deal: when she's acting all crazy and you react, that reaction is the key. It's like she's grading your strength and manliness. If you handle it like a champ, she'll start liking you even more. If you mess up and react in a not-so-great way, she might see you as less strong and her attraction might fade. Now, the usual guy response to her acting nasty is to raise his voice or try to control her, maybe even scaring her a bit. But guess what? That's exactly what she's waiting to see, how you deal with her junk. It's like a secret way to see if you'll stick around or give up. Thing is, most guys tolerate the meanness again and again. But here's the twist. If you take it all without standing up for yourself, her respect for you might vanish. It's like you're losing attraction points, and that's not where. Show her that you have options you want to be. Number two, show her that you have options. When women act all crazy around you, it's like they're secretly asking for a challenge. They're not actually looking for you to leave, but they want to know if you'd be willing to walk away if they keep acting badly. Weird, right? You see, they're looking for a strong guy, not someone who's needy or desperate for their attention. Most guys out there fall into that needy category, but you can stand out when a woman is being all mean and weird. Instead of yelling or trying to scare her, there's a superpower move you can make ready for it. It's showing her that you've got other options, that you're not afraid to leave her. It doesn't matter if you've known her for a short time or you're in a relationship. The secret sauce is not giving in to her bad behavior. But here's the twist. A lot of guys get scared to show they might walk away when she's being nasty. They let her behavior slide over and over. But guess what? Every time you let her off the hook, she's testing you. She's checking if you're a strong, unshakable guy or not. If you don't show her you've got the guts to leave, she might start seeing you as less strong and less attractive. And here's the twist. This situation often leads to the dreaded breakup. So remember, when a woman acts crazy, she's kind of asking for you to stand your ground, show you've got options, and make her respect and like you even more. Show her you're totally fine. Number three, show her you're totally fine. A lot of guys don't really get how to handle breakups the right way. They end up making things worse, and the girl ends up calling it quits. But it doesn't have to be that way. Imagine a guy who's failing a bunch of tests from the girl he's with. Instead of being strong and showing he's got other options, he's like stuck on repeat, texting her all the time and begging to get back together. It's like he's saying, please don't go. There's a secret strategy that works way better when a girl decides to break up. The strongest move is to show her you're totally fine with it. It's like telling her, you know what, I don't need you to be happy. It might sound a bit strange, but here's the twist. When you show her you're not needy and you can walk away if she's acting all nasty, something interesting happens. She might actually start missing you and wanting you back. Think about it. The faster you let her see you won't put up with her bad behavior, the more she'll start liking you and respecting you. Now, for a lot of guys, the girl they're into becomes their whole world. But here's the secret in relationships: who holds the power is often decided by who needs the other person less. Number. She don't want power. 4. She don't want power. Women don't actually want to be in control all the time. It's a natural thing. They're more drawn to guys who they see as awesome partners. They want someone better than them, so they're not aiming to settle. They're looking for a catch. You know, what's really cool? Women desire a guy who's not just hanging around waiting for them. They want a guy who's got his own thing going on, his own purpose. Why? Because when you're busy chasing your dreams, it's like a magnet that attracts girls. They see you as a guy who's got choices and isn't afraid to walk away if things get messy. Now let's talk about a common mistake. A lot of guys fall into this trap where they think there's only one girl out there for them. Maybe it's their first relationship, or they're just feeling short on attention. They end up putting up with all sorts of craziness for way too long. But that's like a mindset of scarcity. It's like thinking there's not enough fish in the sea. And because of this, they stick around even when the girl's treating them badly. And guess what? When you let someone treat you like a doormat, they lose respect for you, and yep, you guessed it, their attraction to you goes out the window. So the secret: focus on your own goals and passions. Be a guy who's got his own thing going on. That's the magic recipe for showing girls you're a catch, and that you won't put up with nonsense when you've got your own exciting life. You become a magnet for respect and attraction. Number 5, bouncing back. Bouncing back. If a woman starts acting all mean towards you and you stand your ground like a champ, that's awesome. She might not stop for good. She could try that test again just to make sure you're not scared to leave her, and you've got other choices now. Here's the trick: even if you don't actually have other options lined up, just hinting that you do can work like magic. It's like planting a cool idea in her head. Suddenly, she sees you in a new light, and any attraction she lost might come bouncing back. Remember this nugget of wisdom. Women don't want you to walk away, but they do want to know that you could if you wanted to. Why? Well, because they're into guys who aren't desperate. Think about it. There's a bunch of guys out there vying for their attention, so what stands out? A guy who's cool, being on his own and isn't afraid to show it. So when you're faced with a girl who's suddenly acting all crazy, don't see it as her being out to get you. Instead, see it as her testing your mettle. If you stay strong and show her you're not scared to walk away, you're playing the attraction game the treasure hunter's smart way. Number 6, treasure hunters. When a woman starts acting all weird or difficult, don't freak out. Instead, see it as a chance to show your strength and stand out from the regular guys out there. Think about it. There are tons of average guys around, and any woman can get them, but you're different, right? You're not afraid to leave if things aren't cool and you've got options. See, most guys are stuck in this way of thinking where they believe there's not enough good stuff to go around, especially when it comes to women. Now, this testing thing that women do happens at different times, when you're just getting to know each other or when you're already in a relationship. But guess what? Every time they test you, it's like an undercover chance for you to prove you're a strong, attractive dude. Here's the real deal: women don't want weak guys. No matter how many fairy tales you watch, that fact stays the same. They're into guys who are strong, who have choices, and who aren't scared to move on if things aren't working nowadays. Lots of guys, especially when things are tough, put all their focus on women. They're kind of like treasure hunters. Any attention from a girl feels like they struck gold. And that's when they start putting up with all sorts of nonsense. Don't fall into that trap of thinking there's not enough to go around. Show a girl you can walk away if needed, and watch the magic happen. Women will start treating you better, showing more interest, and the whole attraction game changes. And best way to play the women's game is don't play it. This is as simple, and thanks for tuning in. If you're hungry for more insights, be sure to hit that subscribe button.